Hello everyone, welcome on this tutorial on how to create an animation friendly environment inside Unreal Engine. I'll be showing tools I use and how to animate and how I animate directly inside Unreal with control or metahuman rigs and how I set up my shots. Just to clarify, this isn't a tutorial for beginners or those who are unfamiliar of how to navigate inside Unreal Engine. It's designed for those who want to optimize their workflow and animate efficiently. Unreal is, as you know, is primarily a game engine. And while it offers a range of environments, the animation environment, particularly the sequencer, isn't always set up for animators right out of the box. So let's see how to set it up for animation. Well, the first thing that we really need to do when we get inside an engine is navigate it exactly as we like and as we used to. For example, just like we are navigating inside Maya. This is how I used to, and this is how I want to do so inside Unreal. So, if I go to Editor Preferences and Viewports, then Look and Feel. Well, the thing with Unreal is the default options has some weird options if you're an animator. For example, you see I'm clicking here and I can't rotate my controller. I can only rotate and translate isolated the axis of my controllers. So to avoid this, uh, we activate the arc ball rotate, and now you can see that I am in the middle of my selection and I can rotate it to all axes, just like we're doing in DCCs. Another option that we animators are used to is the enable screen rotate. This one here, that pretty self-explanatory. When we are choosing a controller, we can rotate it due to our screen position, right? And another one is orbit camera around selection. Well, even if I focus on a controller or on an object, yeah, I can rotate around this object. But if my mouse is, for example, here, and I try to rotate, it rotates from the center of my mouse. That's not something that we used to. So if you hit this one, you will see that right now, even if I have my mouse far from my character, if I hit Alt and drag my mouse, it rotates around my character. Another option that you will find super useful is the marquee selection. Right now, by default, you can see that if I drag my left mouse, it navigates my camera around my character. What it usually happens inside is, for example, with Maya, is choosing object, right? You're dragging your mouse and you're choosing things. That's a marquee selection. Uh, if you go to, again, editor preferences and marquee, where is it? Yeah, this one. Left mouse drag does marquee. So if I enable this one, now you can see that I can choose my objects, dragging my mouse and choose my controllers, my objects, everything. Well, another option that Unreal has by default is the layer bars and key bars. Layer bars actually are those gray bars here that if I drag them, you see that they drag the whole key work that we've made, all of our keys. And while it's good for retiming or editing stuff, when I'm trying to pick a lot of keys or do fast work and I accidentally drag them too, it's pretty annoying. And the same thing is happening with key bars. Key bars are those bars that if I hold left mouse and drag them, they're actually drag both of the edge keys. And while again, this is another useful tool, uh, it's not working for me when, for example, I have all these keys right here and I'm trying to drag a key and by accident I'm dragging the bar and I destroy my animation. So for disabling those bars, you can go to view options and just deactivate both. And right now you can see that I can only play with the keys from the controllers or the objects that I'm choosing. Okay, one of the most powerful tools inside Unreal and one of the most helpful tools for animating is the filters, this little small button here that sequencer contains. Well, by default, okay, right now you can see that I'm animating just by having my audio and synchronizing my keys because I'm doing facial animation. I'm picking my facial controller that I want, that I like, and right here I'm seeing the keys that I have and I'm working. Or picking the body controllers that I like, and I'm working exactly like I'm working inside Maya or any other DCC. Now, Unreal by default, let's reset the filters here. It gives you a lot of information. I mean, really, a lot of information. You're picking a controller, and boom, you got all these data here, all these keys, and every time you need to scroll up, minimize minimize the selections and picking your keys, and you do that all the time. You see I'm selecting another controller and the same thing is happening. Well, when you're watching all these folders, all these objects and assets that sequencer contains, obviously you can't work like that. It's hard, but at the same time this is a very powerful tool because if you go to the filters tool, for example, right now I will select only my control rig. Well, that's it. Right now I can select only my control rigs and my rigs controllers, sorry, and work with them. Easy. But why to stay here? For example, I want to play with my camera too. So I can have at the same time my camera and my character, and I can see on the same window both keys. I can also filter what I want to select inside the sequencer. So by hit the selected button, show only tracks selected in the viewport. That means that I can select everything that I got inside sequencer. So right now I'm picking the VFX that I'm working with on this. Let me here. I can really have only the keys of everything that I'm work with, and I can have them contained and beautiful at the same place. Okay, now selection filters. When we're playing a lot with animation, it's a common thing of misclicking objects. Like here, for example, if I want to pick my character's um, foot and I'm hitting the ground, and I don't like that. So what I'm doing is that, well, in our animation mode here, I have placed the animation mode layout here, and we got animation settings. If we scroll down, we have only select rig controls. If I click this one, and I'm always animating with this one personally, now we can see that I can't choose anything else except my character controllers. And this is exactly what I want. Uh, except of this one, we also have this button here which toggles the selection sets that we have inside the sequencer and outside of the sequencer. So right now, by clicking this one, I can only select whatever it is included inside my sequencer. You can't see anything else right now except of my character controls because I have filters. Well, if I reset the filters, you're seeing that inside my sequencer, I got a lot of things: character, audio, cameras, VFX, everything. So by having this button enabled, I can't choose anything outside of what I got inside my sequencer. So inside my sequencer, I have the VFX, I have my cameras here, the controllers, my character, a lot of things. I usually go with only with the only selection control rigs, because this way, when I'm animating, I'm only picking the controllers. Except if obviously we want to also animate cameras and different other objects on our scene. Now, if you're anything like me, when you're animating and you're picking a controller and you want to zoom out and picking your keys, all you want is to have the same effect on your curve, or when we talk about Maya graph editor. So in order to have those two synchronized of what is happening in your play range here on the sequencer and the graph editor, all you need is, it's very simple, is to go to your playback options at the sequencer and just hit the link curve editor time rate, enabling this one, and now voila, you can have those two linked and work in peace like I do. Snapping keyframes. The common little devil that it breaks our animations, or that is happening when, for example, a lot of reasons happening when, for example, we change from 24 to 30, or to from 30 to 60 FPS. The best solution, there are two solutions actually. You can see here, if I go from frame 107 to 108, this little body is in between. So all I can do is right click on the key and snap to frame, and voila, or choose a lot of frames and do that. But the best solution is always have this magnet tool enabled, which is enable and disable snapping. And when you're starting a shot, all of your keyframes are going to be to the right place. How we keep our playhead inside our playback range. Our playback range is the range of our sequence. It's starting from uh, 70 up to 248. So, but as you can see, I can scrub my playhead way beyond or after my playback range. So in order to have it exactly like we do in DCCs like Maya, and stopping in the lines, in the borders, all we do is to go to playback options and hit keep playhead in playback range while scrubbing. And now you can see that I can't exceeding those lines. But obviously, if I want, I can change the green and the red line, which is the start and the stop of our sequence, and then I can keep continuing playing. Well, when we're animating inside DCCs, Maya, Blender, or Unreal, it doesn't matter. We're trying to be fast, so we're using a lot of hotkeys. We're almost using only our left hand in order to hit our actions. So next, the hotkeys that I'm showcasing here are my personal preferences. I would really recommend you to copy that framework of yours because it will make you a lot faster. And almost always, it's very difficult when you're working with multiple softwares to remember each software's keys for go back and forth in frame ranges, keyframes, deleting, copy, or pasting keys. Well, something very basic is adjusting your camera speed when you're playing in your viewport. So there are two ways on do so. We go here at camera speed, pretty self-explanatory, and we really regulate the value that we want for our camera to move. So you can see that changing the values is completely changing the speed of my camera in the viewport. And the second way is just hit right click and scroll your mouse wheel. And you see that I'm changing the values uh, super easy and super fast. So, camera clipping, another annoying little thingy. If you want to fix that, go to project settings, go to engine and general settings. General, where are you, Mr. General? General settings. And in the general settings, we got near clip plane. Values like 1 or 0 are the best for me. Play here and you will find out your value, I guess. What helps you better. Well, another tool that I'm using a lot while I'm animating inside Unreal is bookmarks. Bookmarks here in Unreal are location bookmarks. What that means. If you go to these three lines, this added here, you will find bookmarks. You can set or delete your bookmarks from here, but by hitting Control and a number, let's say that I'm here, right here, and I'm hitting Control and 1. And if I go here, let's say I hit Control and 2. Now, if I press 1 and 2, the locations are ready, and the camera of my perspective is going right there. My perspective is going exactly on these locations. And why this is very useful? Because many times I'm animating character and camera together, and for example, here the character is crouching, and I want to go to uh, this. I hit number 3 right now when it goes to another position, or character is changing locations drastically. Let's say here my character is jumping a lot, so uh, if I hit 4 or 5, I'm going near to that location. And if I want to fix that location better. Let's say if I go and hit again Control 4 here, I go to 3 to 4, just like that. And especially for shots that characters or props are changing locations drastically, that for me is a very useful tool. Now let's talk about video references. It's very easy in Unreal. You don't need to change anything to image sequences. All that you need is to just drag and drop inside your content, the MP4 or whatever video you got, and then you go inside your scene, you take it, drag and drop it as it is. This is the video reference that I use for this shot. Uh, you change the scale, and if I go inside my sequencer, let's filter. Okay, I got media, and uh, we will add it to our sequencer. This one, yes, and yeah, that easy. Now we got our reference inside our scene, and if you want to combine your to make your reference follow your camera, just go to constraints here on the animation tab, and having selected your reference, you hit the plus button and you pick your parent. I will parent it with this camera for now for this example, and yeah, that's it. Now we are good to go. If you move your camera around, the reference is following, and you can work with your reference as a background for your character. Nice. Now let's select everything we like and retime it. So what we do is go to actions, and in actions we can have set selection start and set selection end. So if we click that, we can see that we have a range that we can select things inside our sequencer. Let's say this part of our shot here. By doing so, we choose whatever we want to retime and change. Select keys in selection range, and now we see that it selected everything. It is inside those blue lines, our selection range. And now we can go to our graph editor and use our retime tool, similar to what's happening to the tool that Maya has. And now it gives me borders inside that I can retime my shot. If I just double click, I create multiple ones. Nice. And now I can retime the parts that I want. Let's drag this line here. You see, I can retime everything and edit it and make it as I like. And last but not least is to take all of your preferences. Usually inside documents, Unreal projects, you go to the project that you set up your hotkeys, preferences, everything, and you go to saved, uh, config, uh, Windows editor, and inside you will find everything that you just made. And you can, whenever you're changing project, you can copy and paste that folder in the relevant folder of your new project, and you're good and ready to go. And that's it. Well, that was it for today. I hope you found those tips and setups helpful. Unreal is an amazing tool, and for animation, especially with the right setup and tools, we can create incredible animations just like we do in Maya. If you have any other tools or tips on mind that helps you with your workflow, please share them in the comments below. because I just love connecting with fellow animators. So feel free to share your thoughts and questions in the comments. See you around.